Yes, you can hear me. Okay, fantastic. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you all so very much. Thank you. We're going to be joined by three beautiful ladies. And hi, we're going to be joined by three beautiful ladies, and all of them are here. Thank you all so much for joining today. We're going to be speaking with women just like us, women that are experiencing and have experienced different journeys or different mental health and emotional health challenges, and have not just survived, but they are paying it forward. And so for me, that is very, very exceptional. They are paying it forward because they are doing different things in their respective lives, and they are, apart from all the other beautiful things that they are doing, they are also support coaches with the Virtual Soul Clinic. So just before I bring them on, I'm going to read about them, talk about them, and introduce them, and then you see them. But to also speak about what we do at the Virtual Soul Clinic, if this is your very first time of listening to us, joining us on this live, catching the replay, I want you to know that the Virtual Soul Clinic is this registered Canadian non-for-profit that targets young leaders and provides mental health first aid to you, to people around you, to people that you may know that need mental health first aid. And the thing about mental health first aid is anybody can need it. Like, how do I put it? There is no there's no barrier, there are no limitations. We all need support. And when I say mental health first aid, I mean, so I'm waving at everybody that joins. Hi. Mental health first aid means the first step in you receiving any kind of support. If you are feeling down, if you are experiencing any form of depression, if you're having a very bad day, something that you feel like it's been persisting, maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you've been waking up on the wrong side of the bed consistently for about 2 to 3 weeks, you definitely need mental health first aid. It is that free 15-minute session where, after we have done a quick scan with you and diagnosed what you are going through, or we'll diagnose some of your symptoms, then you are able to book a free 15 minutes support coaching session with any of our trained, passionate, non-judgmental support coaches. I was having a conversation with a one-on-one client of mine, and she asked about the effectiveness of these 15 to 20 minute sessions, because in her opinion, people need a lot longer to unpack what they're going through. And I agree. However, in order to democratize mental health support, we have equipped our our support coaches with toolkits. We have given them what's the word? We have given them different scenarios. We have trained them. We have trained them in the art of active listening, non-judgmental listening. They have learned how to just give you space to speak. They have learned how to hold space for you to speak, to express yourself, to vent, to show to people, or not to people, well, to show and to express yourself to the person that you're speaking to with no interruptions. This 15 to 20 minutes it's like the first treatment before the treatment. That's why we call it first aid. And the support coaches have been well equipped with different responses and recommendations to, I wouldn't say attack, but to help you on your journey to healing from any of the challenges that you present with after you take your quick scan. And then after the free 15 to 20 minute session, then they say, depending on what you've come to them with and whatever results or how you've been able to untangle yourself, how you've been able to untangle yourself, or how you've been able to untangle your thoughts, the support coach now recommends actions or activities. We say to you that, oh, maybe you would do well with a focused one-on-one session with different kinds of specialized coaches available on our website, and they are in different genres, they're in different niches, so you may need, after you're done with us, the free part, you may need a financial health coach, you may need a physical health coach, you may need an actual psychotherapist. You are led on a journey, and we make those recommendations. We don't take them for granted. So the point is, www.TheVirtualSoulClinic.com is like your hub, is a hub for mental health first aid and support. With that, I would love to bring up three beautiful ladies that are currently support coaches with us, but also not just that they're support coaches with us, they're also doing so much. They're doing so good in their own careers, personal lives and careers, but they moved past pain in order to pay healing forward. And this is one of the reasons why they are being highlighted today. In honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, I would love to introduce to you, number one, Tomiisin Balogun. She's a joy merchant. She is the founder of the Joy Nation Global, where she helps people heal from past pain, find and feel their inner joy so that they can live fulfilling lives. So I'll be bringing her up very shortly. Next, we have Ewa Eni-Odunjo. I hope that I am pronouncing the last name very well. But Ewa is here, and I'm going to be bringing her up very shortly. She's a certified marriage counselor and a relationship coach. She helps couples in committed relationships manage conflict and deepen their connection so that they can set themselves up to enjoy a lifetime of love. That sounds beautiful, and I know that she does a really great job. She has been trained, and as I said, she's certified, so I'm really excited to bring her up shortly. Last but not least, I promise you that it is not least, we have Joy Obinyan. So 1 second, I am reading, and please do not mind me, the fact that I'm reading, not a big deal. So Joy is a marketing communications professional and a content creator. She uses her skills of storytelling to create experiences for brands and individuals. She's also big on self-love as a coach and a mentor to women who struggle with self-acceptance and winning the battles within their minds. I've known Joy for a very, very, very long time, actually since maybe 2008. Wow. Okay. So it is my pleasure to ask to invite. I want to pick out Joy here. Please, if Joy, if you can wave at me. Tomiisin, can you also wave at me? I've invited. Okay, so I have Ewa. Hi, girl. How are you? I've invited Tomiisin. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Let me mute you for a minute, Tomiisin, because there's a lot of background noise. Can I even mute you? Do I even know how to mute you? I don't even know whether I know how to mute you. Haha. Joy, can you please wave to me so that I can... Joy, please wave at me so that I can invite you to this live. Okay, great. Thank you, Joy. And Tomiisin, it looks as though it's quite dark where you are. That's okay. So Tomiisin, Ewa is in Nigeria. Is that correct? Are you in Lagos? Okay. And then Joy is in Lagos. Tomiisin is in Egypt. So what time is it for you in Egypt, Tomiisin?
It's past 8 p.m.
Okay, so 8 p.m. your time. Thank you all so much for joining. This is really exciting having all three of you with me on this live. I'm excited and I have introduced you all, but I think the one thing I want to ask just to give everybody a taste of who you are is this really, really fun question. Speaking of tastes, can someone please, and you can go in whatever order, can you tell me your favorite meal? Your favorite meal or snack? Something that just lights you up, something that you are, whenever you eat it or you're preparing to eat it, you are excited. Oh yeah, let's go. See, you guys are smiling already.
Am I muted or am I muted?
I can hear you, Joy. Go ahead.
Okay, that's great. My favorite snack would have to be granuts. Every time I see those crunchy brown granuts, I do, like I can't resist. It just brings me joy, and I just feel some sense of fulfillment.
I love that. I mean, for me, granite gives me acne. So whenever I hear granite, I actually run. Like it will give me spots, big ones on my face. So I run away. So I don't even eat egusi for that same reason. Ewa, please tell me what's your favorite food or snack?
So I don't know if I can pick one because I like food. It's not obvious, but I like food. So I like a couple of different things. So it depends on the mood. Yeah.
Okay.
But I really love spaghetti, my own spaghetti when I make it. And then I like pounded yam, Yeah.
Do you pound the yam? Do you pound
Absolutely
it?
not. Absolutely not.
Okay, so when someone else pounds it, you are fine.
Of course. Definitely.
So do you make the poundo yam, the one that you can do it with flour?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right. I like poundo yam. I still made it yesterday. And I really love pasta, spaghetti. It reminds me of my dad because that's like his thing. He makes, when I was in university and I, of course, living with him, that was his thing. Pounded pasta, I mean spaghetti with the sauce, specially made sauce. So that already brings me joy. That's a great way to start our live. Tomiisin, can you tell me what your favorite snack or food is?
Okay, it will be Gary and granite. Sorry, guys,
Ah,
I'm on the road. Sorry because
no
it's dark.
issues, no problem, my darling. I'm determined that we will have you here today. So don't worry about it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's really great to have everybody. For me, what's my favorite food? Or snack? So right now there is this combination of avocado. I know I'm about to sound Oyinbo, Abi. Okay, sorry about that. But there's this new combination of avocado with cheese and bacon melted. Hey, God. You guys, I don't know how to explain it until you taste it. Okay, so we are going to move on from the subject of food. We're going to move on from the subject of food for now, and I'm going to do it like the way I see everybody on my screen. Remember when I started this live, I talked about how, the virtual soul clinic sometimes, or the virtual soul clinic is available for anybody. And if for some reason you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're feeling low, and you've been consistently waking up on the wrong side of the bed for a while, that is the time for sure that you need to go and book a session with us at the Virtual Soul Clinic. I want to ask you guys, on a day that you wake up on the right side of the bed, so I'm flipping this question, on the day that you wake up on the right side of the bed, who are you? I want to know, we've talked about your profile, your bio, what you do, your careers, beautiful. But we want to go a bit deeper into who are you on a really great day? What's your personality like? What do you do? What would be your typical schedule, like typical day? How do you relate with people? So I am going to start with Ewa Olua. Hi there, and thank you to everybody joining us. Please go ahead.
All right. So Ewa is a pretty chill person. I'm a young lady who doesn't like drama. I don't like stress. I just love peace. I'm typically a calm person, except you get me really excited about something. And there's just a few things that get me really excited where I'm, loud and all over the place. But for the most part, an introvert. I used to think I was melancholic, but in recent times, I'm finding that I'm more phlegmatic. And I think it's probably because of the season of life I'm in. I'm currently a work-from-home mom, a young wife, and I'm having to navigate everything in this new season, right? So because I'm naturally introspective, I find that I'm even more introspective in this season, more inward, finding answers, systems that work for the stage of life that I'm in. I'm also a lover of people. I love people, but not in an extroverted way. So I might not typically walk up to you or be the life of the party kind of person. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I might not be the life of the party kind of person, but if we get talking, maybe at a party or whatever, we will definitely have a very good conversation, and it will be deep. And that kind of person, like, Ewa, why are you always so deep? So yeah, that's Ewa. I'm deep, and I love having conversations with people.
Okay, it's good to meet you outwardly here. I look forward to a time when we would see and meet in person and have beautiful conversation. And isn't it amazing that we've never actually met in person, but we do this work together? It's the power of technology, power of the internet, and that's really, really exciting. Tomiisin, get ready because we're coming to you right after Joy. So Joy girl, like I love to call you, on a great day, on a day where you woke up on the right side of the bed, what are you like? Give us a little bit of a rundown about your personality, that kind of thing.
Okay, on a great day, you would love me. I am bursting with energy, bursting with laughter. I can crack jokes. I can pull pranks on people and all. I would say that I would say I'm a great conversationalist. Like Ewa, I will not approach you and start up a conversation. I'm very more introverted. But people tend to believe I'm an extrovert, I guess, maybe when they get to know me more. I work on a 9 to 5, but I find joy in work. Some people find work to be stressful, but I do find that when I'm working, my mind is active. I'm involved in a project that just like, I can zone in. I feel fantastic. When I feel, especially when I'm in those high energy bursts, and I feel like I'm being helpful to people and there are problems everywhere and I can just solve it and put down all the fires, I feel like Superwoman. So, yeah. So I love to bake. On a good day, you find me, especially when I have a lot of time, you find me in my kitchen, whipping up experiments and, cooking everything. I used to say previously to one of my colleagues that I would like to experiment how many things can be brought out of creating a potato. Yeah, that's how experimental I am with food. Wow. But that's me on a very good day.
Wow. So I've known you and for a while, and I know that you love to cook and to bake, but I didn't know that, you can tease people and bring out jokes and all of that. And I've worked with you also. You know how to put out fires. So it's great to see that or to know about that side of you. Thank you for sharing. So Tomiisin, are you able to unmute and speak with us? Talk to us.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay, so Tomiisin is a what do they call it now? Happy-go-lucky girl.
Joyful
Yeah,
girl.
I'm very happy on a random day. I have I'm like a child. I have many worries, but I don't like to think about them. Sorry. So yeah, and I'm a flag son. I used to be a flag male. So, but recently I took another personality test and I found out that I'm now a flex son. That means that I've started to talk a lot. So now I'm a flex son, and I'm a family woman. I love my family. I love my kids a lot. Like I'm very, very hands-on with my kids, and generally I just love to live my life, joyfully. I just love to be happy. Yeah, that's basically who I am.
That sounds great, Tomiisin. I look forward to coming into your home and, seeing how you parent your children because I did notice or I have noticed that you're very intentional about that and you have 3 children. But
Yes.
you still maintain your joy. Kudos to you, really. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to shift gears a little bit because we are talking about mental health and mental health awareness. When I was thinking about this live session, I was seeing and looking at the flyer and saying how beautiful you all really are, inside and out. But the thing about it is that beauty tends to hide scars, or glamour and filters and makeup has a way of hiding scars. So my next question to all 3 of you, and you can decide if you're ready to answer. I'm not going to say in what order. Please feel free to just share with us what experience, good or bad, has significantly impacted your mental health. Thank you very much to all those that are joining right now. We are going to do our best to round up within the next 30 minutes maximum. And we've said a lot earlier. Please feel free to catch the replay. The question right now is, what experience, good or bad, has significantly impacted your mental health? So I don't know whether Joy is ready to speak or Ewa is ready to speak or Tomiisin. Please go for it. Go for it.
Okay. So for
Yeah.
me, there are like you said, good or bad experiences. So for good experiences, I think motherhood has really impacted my mental
Your
health
mental health.
journey,
Okay.
both in the good way and in the bad way, kind of.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
I would speak to 2 experiences. The first one is not even like the one that has really impacted my mental health journey the most, which is something that people would think, people who have read my story about my um, um, challenges with child loss would think that that's like the most significant um, experience that has affected my mental health. But surprisingly, actually, it's actually my marriage that has I can say has really, really impacted my mental health journey, because human beings are we grew up from different backgrounds, we have different experiences. So that journey of coming together, and I know that Ewa Oluwa can speak a lot to that. So that coming together, that fusion of two people from different backgrounds, living together, growing together, raising children is not just an
It's not
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
So
walk in the
it
park.
has really impacted my mental health journey a lot in both good ways and in bad ways. You know, some days I just feel like, you know what, I'm just tired of this whole thing. And I just want to leave, you know, experiences like that. And you know, from my motherhood as well, I've dealt with child loss that has really broken me, you know, and made me feel like my life is coming to an end and all of that. But you know, with God's grace, with God's help, I was able to rise through and also, you know, find joy again, find purpose again through those experiences. So I would say motherhood and marriage have been the greatest experiences that have impacted my mental health journey.
Thank you so much for sharing, Tomiisin. Thank you. I mean, I'm not going to say too much to build on top of what you have said, but those two experiences, marriage and motherhood, are very significant in anybody's life, really. And if you do get married, or if you are a mom, you find that with both experiences, it's almost like you have to live for someone else other than yourself. And so in terms of your mental health, you now have to be very, very intentional about taking care of yourself, of your mental health, of prioritizing yourself in some situations. Because when you're in a marriage, you're supposed to honor the person that you're with. And I'm not talking whether husband or wife, but as a spouse, you're supposed to honor your spouse. You're supposed to be kind and considerate and think about the well-being of your spouse. It's the same thing if you are a mother. You need to be kind and considerate about the children and the lives that you have like stewardship over. And so those two major turning points in anybody's life, parenthood, marriage, it's something that can definitely not be taken for granted. And you have to be extra intentional about taking care of your own mental health whenever you're in those if you are in that situation. So thank you very much, Tosin. That was really, really helpful and eye-opening. Thanks to Tomiisin, sorry, not Tosin. Okay, let's move to Ewa. Are you ready? Great.
So, just like Tomiisin said, well, for me, I think it was the first one I'll mention. I'll mention a more recent one, then I'll mention one that was from way back. Will definitely be pregnancy.
Okay.
So even before having the baby, pregnancy for me, and I'm starting to realize that for a lot of women, it's a beautiful experience and a beautiful journey. I mean, you're bringing life into the world, but it can be very traumatic, and it was very traumatic for me.
Okay.
For the first 3 months, I like the way I put it is I was useless. I couldn't do anything. I was sick every day. I couldn't keep anything down. I was in and out of the hospital. For someone who likes to live life, like I said earlier, I'm not the extrovert, but I love living life, right? I like to do the things that I do, the work that I do. I love counseling, I love coaching, I love speaking, I love writing, I love sharing. I couldn't do all those things. I couldn't even so much as prepare a meal for myself. I was useless, and I had to depend 100% on my husband, who I just like to hail the man. I just like to thank God for giving me such a man, because it wasn't easy for him either. But even after the first 3 months, what happened for me was I didn't start to gain weight. I lost weight rather than gaining weight. So I moved from a size 10, 12 to about a size 2. And then by the end of my
What?
pregnancy, I was up to a size 4.
Wow, that's the drop.
Yeah.
What?
So it was, it was very dramatic. Like it was, I like to say my pregnancy was what I ordered versus what I got. Because I'm like, I didn't see this coming at all. At all. And not just me, everyone in my life, my parents, my husband, my friends, they also didn't see that coming. So they kept asking, are you okay? What's wrong? Are you eating? Are you sure you're eating enough for the baby? And I'm like, I'm doing all I can. These questions are driving me crazy. These questions are making me doubt myself, second guess myself. At a point, I was like, I can't, but I almost want to wish my baby away so that I can be back to myself. So it was really tough. It was really traumatic for me. And I just really thank God. My faith and my husband's support were, two of the things that really held me together in that period. And people kept checking in, Ewa, where are you? We're not seeing you. And I'm just like, if only you knew.
You're like, please, please, just leave me.
Just like, I think what really got to me the most was the fact that I had struggled with body image when I was younger. I was always skinny, and I recently remembered something someone said to me in class in primary school, but it stuck with me. He called me, you know how children just tease each other and you don't know how much it, really sinks in and what it does to your psyche. So there was a boy in class, he was chubby, and everyone used to call him, if you're Nigerian, you will know this phrase, Fati Bombom. Yeah, it's very, very annoying, but that's what they used to call him. And then one day, I'm usually not a troublemaker, but one day I think he annoyed me and I called him, go away, Fati Bombom. And then he looked at me and said, you this skeleton bony ash. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I've never called him, but he called me a skeleton. And I'm like, do I look like a skeleton? Funny enough, everybody always called me beautiful, but that one single statement stuck with me for life. And I started to struggle with my image, my body image. So coming into pregnancy and then losing the weight that I had worked to gain just to feel good about my body, I was a mess.
It's traumatic, definitely.
I was a mess. It was tough. So that's
So
one.
true.
I'll just keep it to that one. Let me know.
Thank you. Even your sharing about your childhood memory of that hurtful word that was spoken to you, that affected your body image. And you made a statement. You said you lost the weight in pregnancy that you had struggled to gain to feel better about yourself.
Absolutely.
That already is a mental health experience and a mental health paradigm, something that, if not careful, you can actually go down a spiral of complete negative, self image. It really can be bad if you let it. So I'm going to put a pin in that thought. We're talking and for everyone that's joining us, I want to say a big thank you. I see a lot of my people on this live. Thank you so much. The question, yes, real women, real struggles. That is so true, Adepeju. Thank you. In fact, I think you just epitomized the summary of today. So as Joy is about to answer, let me just give a quick recap of the question. And it is, what experience, good or bad, has significantly impacted your mental health?
Okay. So for me, it's a bad experience that triggered like a downward spiral for quite a while. And then I was able to pick myself up. And that experience was when I found out the person that I had been dating for some time was getting married, and I found out through a third party. So I was devastated. I was like, I felt like I was going to die. I tried to self-harm at the time. And then, I gained weight. I was bigger than this. I gained weight. I was numb. I was depressed. I was ill for a very long time. And it was just distressing. And then I started acting out. People thought I was not, I wasn't myself at that particular time. At work, I would contain myself, and manage myself, but it was just my family and very close friends that understood what I was going through at that particular time. And when I look back, I'm actually grateful in retrospect for that experience, because it made me discover who I was as a person more. It made me form stronger friendships. It made me become strong in my mind, and it made me find God. I was just a normal casual Christian, just going around doing the normal stuff that everybody does. But I had my faith. If it wasn't for my faith, and one or two of my friends, you were one of the people at that time, if I remember correctly, who held me up and helped me maintain my sanity in that period. So that was a very, very, very bad downward spiral. But it really triggered me to, look at myself and ask, why did I let myself get to this position? There were signs and all that, affirmations, journaling, improve the way I looked at myself, because I used to look down on myself a lot during that period, and I felt like my identity was in this person and all. But it was a mess. But yeah, that was a very bad one that triggered a very, very bad mental state for me. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I know that it took a lot for you to share this. I was in your life at the time where you experienced this, and whenever I think of that time on your behalf, like, I first of all want to give you another hug, like I told you, another hug. But I want to, a lot of the times I actually want to go and step up and confront him, and how all those movies we see where the group of friends go and they go and harass the guy that has totally messed up, like yeah. So, but I mean, thank you very, very much for sharing that. It definitely was an experience that marked, I know that it marked your mental health. But I'm going to pick out some nuggets from what everybody has said, because it would I want to extract, and I'm mindful of time. I want to extract some of the things that you all have said. Some of you have shared, Tomiisin shared about marriage and motherhood being two major significant experiences that marked her mental health. She lost a baby, and she also, oh, it's okay, sweetie, it's okay. She lost a baby, and that was significant. But she also says that even just being a mother presently to the ones that she does have, and her marriage relationship has, has helped her. I think is that your husband? No, okay. Has helped her in her mental health journey. So she spoke about support. She spoke about her faith. She spoke about how she does her best to maintain her joy. Those are some nuggets with regards to healing, and I hope you all that are listening and watching are extracting some things from these stories. We're not just sharing for the sake of it. We're sharing vulnerably so that you can see that these are real people with real challenges, that they are still on their own healing journey, and they are paying it forward to help other people. Ewa Oluwa spoke about pregnancy as a significant time in her life where her mental health was shaky. She was physically sick, but then she also had to gather herself. She had to gather herself together at some point, and she relied on the support of her friends and family, those ones that were close, as well as her husband. Joy spoke about being a victim. And I don't even want to. Maybe I should just not even use that word. But she spoke about her experience where the person that she was dating and in a committed relationship with was actually getting married in a few weeks, and she heard about it from somebody else. The guy did not even have the guts to break up with her to her face. I know I was really upset myself, but I can only imagine how heartbroken she was. She spoke about her faith pulling her out. She said she went deeper in her relationship with God. She spoke about the support of friends and family. I want to highlight that amongst everybody and everything that everyone has spoken about, the support of friends and family, we can't overemphasize it. Having people, or even if it's just that one trusted person that you can lean on that you can be vulnerable and authentic with is so key on your mental health journey. I have like maybe like 5 to 6 people. I have to tell you guys. So I don't have just one person. I have like 5 to 6 trusted friends, and it so happens that Joy is one of them. But my point is, if you need to talk to somebody, find that one person that you can really be vulnerable with. And shameless plug, TVSC has people, support coaches, that they may be strangers to you, but they are here for you. They will not judge you. They are available to speak with you. Free 15-minute sessions, and as often as you need. So there was a point where we said, oh, you can't book a session up more than or less than 3 months after you did your first one. But we removed it. Yes, we removed that restriction. So if you need to speak to somebody every single week, these coaches are trained and available for you, as long as you find a suitable slot in your time zone. They are available for you to speak with for free 15 minutes to 20 minutes. And that actually leads me to my next question. Ladies, let's start with Joy. What led you to working with the Virtual Soul Clinic?
Oh, okay. That's an easy question. When you spoke to me about joining the Virtual Soul Clinic, this experience that I had, and also when I lost my brother some years back, just made me say yes to this, because there are a lot of people who are going through one trauma or the other, or struggling with one thing or the other. Even before I joined the Virtual Soul Clinic, I used to volunteer for church and all in terms of counseling. And you hear stories about people who are struggling in different aspects of their lives. What course to pick, moving to a new city, I'm changing jobs, I got fired. And they feel they can't talk to anyone, and they just keep wallowing in self-pity and depression. And I see that, and I've seen that consistently. And when you said yes, when you said, could you be a support coach, I said definitely. There are no questions asked. I'm jumping on board, because when I remember my journey and my struggles, and I wish I had more people aside family to talk to, because there is an extent to which you can talk to family. Talking to a complete stranger, sometimes I find, especially because I do get counseling sessions myself, is very therapeutic and releasing, because you feel this person doesn't know me. I can be real, I can be vulnerable, and it's very, very releasing. So yeah, that was why I signed up.
I love you. You answered this so well and so real. Thank you. Tomiisin, are you able to chime in? What led you to working with the Virtual Soul Clinic? Okay, it looks like there's a network thing. Can you hear us? Okay, I'm going to wait while we're waiting for Tomiisin. Ewa, please go ahead.
Sure. Okay, so I think it was around the period where I had just hosted what's it called? The Healing Room, a program for people dealing with struggles with pain, and you had so graciously, joined me in that meeting or in that program. And when you told me about the virtual, so okay, she's back.
Oh, sorry, Tomiisin, hold on. Please just hold on. Ewa is answering the question about what led her to working with TVSD. You're going to answer it right after Ewa is done.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie. Okay.
All right. So when you approached me with the Virtual Soul Clinic, the vision, I was like, this is it. This is why I did what I did at the Healing Room, because so many people are in pain and they just don't know that there's something on the other side. They know, but they don't know how to get there. And I had experiences where I had moved from pain into healing, and it's such a beautiful experience. And the thing with pain is that it's not a one-time event. As you go through life, you keep getting hard knocks, you keep getting different things happen. But once you are equipped, once you know the way to healing, you know you're equipped, you're empowered, right? So I'm like, yes, I definitely want to be a part of this vision because I know so many people, so myself included. I mean, I had a free 15-minute session myself, and
Yes.
so I'm helping, but I'm also receiving, right? So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful vision.
Yes, yes, that's so true. Just before Tomiisin answers, I mean, our support coaches are also, we also hold their hands. So the support coaches know that someone like me as a lead coach, I'm available to speak with them, to help them also. They also can book free 15-minute sessions so that they can speak to another person, you know, because sometimes the doctor also needs a doctor, right? Even though you hear physician heal yourself, it's more like physician or doctor lean on somebody else, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and you can be in a blind spot where you can't see from the outside, but somebody else can see what's going on with you. Yes. Pedro has had many free sessions. That is true. Tomiisin, are you able to answer
Yes,
what led you to
yes,
working
yes.
with the Virtual Soul Clinic? Yes, darling.
I think the first thing I want to say is that everybody should put the clap emoji in the comments for TVSC. Like
Ah,
TVSC
yes.
is TVSC is a miracle, and I really want to thank
Mm.
God for you, sis, for running with this vision. Like, you're doing so much. TVSC is a solution that the world needs, and is easy to embrace. Like, it's easy to accept, to be a support coach. Like, the world is hurting every day. Like, the statistics are like, it's everywhere. So when I was approached with this idea of being a support coach, it was so easy to accept it, even though I know that I've not really been like
You're on your way.
running on my
Don't worry
own
about it.
three
Yes.
cylinders. Yeah. So yeah, it's just easy because mental health is just it's so important. It's how we feel and function, and so how we feel and function affects everybody. The way we feel and the way we function affects everybody. So the world is hurting, like I said, and people need someone to talk to every day. Like, people are going through different things, and they don't even know where to go. Like, they don't even know how to start. So TVS is a solution that the world needs, and it's such an amazing work that you are doing, and I'm grateful. I'm privileged to be a part of the work that is being done at TVSC. So yeah, that's what led to, it's my passion for mental health, my passion to see people, you know, happy, joyful, and onboarding, and just not carry all these baggages that they have, and not having anyone just share them with. So that is, it's just that passion to see
Thank you.
people, yeah, joyful, yeah.
Thank you, Tomiisin. It's a privilege to work with you all, really. It's a privilege to work with you guys as support coaches, because I can't coach everybody. I can't be everywhere all at once. One of the major reasons for, or major incentives for TVSC is like, I'm hoping that we can have like 1 million support coaches, and in different languages of the world. Like, that is my dream, that somebody speaking Mandarin will come and will join, like, will be able to book a session, and they will find a Mandarin speaking support coach to listen to them. Another person will be able to come and they speak Epic or Ibibio. Another person will be able to get on the session, and they'll be speaking French, and people will be able to listen. That support coach will also be able to listen. So I just want to also slide in the fact that being a support coach with the Virtual Soul Clinic, anyone that's listening to us now live or on the replay, it is not an exclusive thing. You can actually, it's a volunteer position, and you don't have to be previously trained to be a support coach. You come in, you volunteer, you signify that you want to be a support coach, and we will train you. Yeah, you just say to us, I mean, if you look at the link in our bio, you say to us that you want to be a support coach, and we will train you. We will help you. We will give you the resources that you need. And then you will practice. You will have ongoing coaching, ongoing mentoring masterclasses. And so you'll also be able to help and pay it forward the same way these ladies are doing. The very final question, because I am mindful of time, the very final question to everybody, and I know Tomiisin will be able to come back on very shortly, is Ewa, tell me, and Joy, get ready. And thank you all so much, you guys, for your comments. God bless you. Thank you for your comments. Very encouraging. The question is, what is the one truth of yours, a one truth that is personal to you that you want to share with us as we go, that you're sharing with the world right now? What is that one truth that you want to share with the world? So, Ewa, you go first.
My one truth is healing is possible.
Woo!
You don't have to carry your pain.
Oh my God.
And just to add to that, you are actually stronger than the pain. You are actually stronger than the pain. So, yeah, reach out.
Wow.
Reach out.
Wow. Wow, Ewa. It's like we should just tabernacle. That's it. I know that that's the religious word, but it's like we should just sit down, gather around, just around what you just said. Woo! Healing is possible. You are stronger than the pain. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Joy?
My one truth is pain makes you human. I'll put it that way. For me, I know that life is a mix of, everyone wants to experience the joys and the laughters and the goods all the time, but pain makes us human, and pain is a process to something. You don't stay in pain forever. It's a channel, it's a process, it's a road, it's a path, and it is not the end of everything. It's just a process. So it makes you human, accept it, and you will definitely go through it.
So good. Pain is a signal, or it's one of the perks of being human, but pain is also a process that we will pass through. Thank you, Joy. That is, wow, that is profound. You guys are like, the wisdom flowing that has flowed through this session has really been helpful and enlightening. And I really hope that the people that are watching right now and will catch the replay, they will see and feel and know that, as Ewa said, healing is possible. And as Joy said, it's just one of those parts of our human existence, and we will go through it. And thank you both very much for sharing your experiences, being vulnerable and being real with us. I wish Tomiisin is able to join so that she can share her one truth. But we're going to have a mini recap of this live. I want to thank you all, and thank you both so much for sharing your time, sharing your snippets of your pain, sharing your experience, and sharing your wisdom with me on this Saturday evening for some people, Saturday afternoon for me. God bless you guys, and see you in the TVSC Coach Mentoring Hub. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Really appreciate.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for the privilege, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody, or to everyone that is watching and is watching the replay. It's really exciting. It's really exciting to have you partake and to be witnesses. I'm wondering, Ewa, if you're still there, can you turn on your video? And Joy, can you turn on your video? I sort of I would love to do like a screenshot.
Sure.
Thank you. So how do I now do it now? I want to do screenshots, but I'm trying to pull down everybody's comments. How do I hide every other person's comments? Like, so that I can do these screenshots. Hey, you guys teach me. Are you guys, somebody
I'm
gonna
not
teach
sure
me?
either.
You're not sure? Me too, I'm not sure. Hey, well, okay. You know what? I'm going to do a group WhatsApp call afterwards. Okay. Then we'll do our screenshots. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you both. And thank you all so much to those that are watching and are watching the replay. I hope you were able to learn. I hope you were inspired. I hope that this has also helped you to see that you can come out of pain and you can pay it forward by helping other people. We will be having a number of other mental health awareness Instagram lives. I look forward to having you join us, and it will be a privilege to have you in the room very soon someday. I may call on you and say, let's do a live together. So thank you, and thank you ladies for sharing once again. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.